Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It's so good to see you. Eugene here, and today we've got my top 10 favorite masculine vanilla perfumes. I am a huge lover of vanilla. And why vanilla? Why masculine? Well, I'm always talking about vanilla on live streams, and mostly it's these softer, subtler vanillas. And there's a huge group of macho men that like to follow along, and this is for them. This is to give back. They're always showing up and supporting the channel. So I wanted to give back to them and share my favorite macho man vanillas. Vanillas with a little bit more oomph, a little bit more aggression, a little bit more testosterone. Not that those are necessarily all masculine traits, but things you will find in a lot of men. We like smash ups. So I've got a couple of runners up, but yeah, I love vanilla. It's such a deep, rich material, complex. I love the materials that it often gets paired up with, like ambers, leathers, musks. Ouds, not so much, but yeah, I still enjoy the oud, or paired up with vetiver, or, all sorts of wonderful spices and things. And I know there's some people out there that do not enjoy vanilla, like the psychopaths. Stay away from those people. I don't know how anyone cannot enjoy vanilla. Like, who doesn't like vanilla ice cream or pudding or zhiki, right? It's just like one of those things. As a kid, everybody should be able to enjoy vanilla. And yeah, but whatever. I mean, if you hate vanilla, that's your problem. But not me. I love it. I absolutely do. But some runners up here, okay? And these are all great. This is the Gucci's from the Alchemist Garden, the Eye of a Tiger. This is incense, amber, vanilla, gum resin, soft and sensual. And that's probably why it didn't make this list. It's just a little bit too soft and sensual. I love sensuality, but I needed just a little bit more growl from it, just like I did from Vanille 44. It's just missing that growl. Definitely masculine with the warm spices, the green spices, and that kind of rich vanilla, but I needed a little bit more, Also, New York Intense just missed that list, but, a great vanilla perfume. Aromatic lavender, this very energetic citrus accord, leather. Reminded me a lot of zhiki, but, for some reason I felt like there were better representations of vanilla, but I did want to show this too. Mouse just fell short. I think this is more softer and subtler, along with the Celine and Guerlain vanillas, but also very beautiful, rich vanilla. And actually it's not exactly vanilla. It's got a lot of vanilla in it, but there's so much going on here. And another one is Annie, which just fell short, but Annie is a great aromatic, very fun, uplifting vanilla, right? Everybody loves Annie, but the psychopaths. Okay, so let's get into this top 10. This is number 10. And this is Oud Ombre from Cartier. And I'm very well aware that Cartier has an oud and vanilla perfume that I'm not aware of, but this has a big dose of vanilla in it. This is oud, smoky oud, Middle Eastern. Amber, like big, thick, golden, rich, resinous amber, and sensual vanilla. But this has this growl to it. It's not aggressive, but it has a nice sensual growl, which is persistent and just very beautiful. The vanilla in here is top class, very high quality, very beautiful, very soft, but I also find this quite masculine. I'd love to smell this on a woman, but I do find it masculine. That was number 10. Number 9 is another oud. All the ouds are at the top. 9 and 10. Okay, I think this is the last oud, I promise. And this is from Louis Vuitton. This is Ombre Nomad with a big vanilla in the base, although this is known as rose, patchouli, and oud. And it has those deep, cutting spices to this. This is what makes it masculine, is the spices. I think it's saffron, very spicy, and insanely spicy, but also rose, like a fruity, juicy rose, patchouli, smoky oud, but also like this big, rubbery vanilla in the base. Okay, I mean, you can't miss the vanilla in here, but I do find this also hyper masculine. Number 8, 7, that 10, 9, 8. Number 8. This is Diptyque's Eau Duelle. This is bourbon vanilla, thick, rich, boozy vanilla. But what makes this masculine is, again, the spices. This is very woodsy, and like the outdoors, being out in the pine trees and the forest, cutting wood down, chopping wood down. Very aromatic, super spicy, pepper. But this is also reminiscent of working in a wood shop. If you've ever spent time in a wood shop and you've ever ripped pine trees, you know, sawdust. There's a lot of sawdust and powder in this. The sawdust is green and coniferous and incensey. So it's almost like being on the snow top with lots of trees, lots of woods, lots of spices, but you know, the warmth of that vanilla really brings this together. Really warm, boozy, rich vanilla. This reminds me of the Guerlain vanillas a lot, except I find this much more masculine than those. Those are softer, more subtle, lighter, easier to wear, while this is a little bit more dense and probably more appropriate for wintertime. This will keep you warm, nice and warm. Okay, number 7. This is Tihota from Indult. This is a Francis Kirkdjian. This is an ambery vanilla, also a very thick, syrupy vanilla. Kind of honeyed. It has the texture of syrup and honey. Yeah, and vanilla, but it's also very scorched. To me, this is burnt vanilla. Burnt, like the edges are crisp, like they've been done. So, I mean, very ambery and incensey. The amber is very big and fuzzy. Very sugary. I get a lot of sugar notes from this. Like the sugar has been burnt. Like somebody took a torch to a tiramisu and burnt the edges around. That's what I get from this. Burnt sugar and vanilla. Thick, resinous, syrupy, incensey, heavy, heavy, heavy. This is definitely a gourmand. This is like walking into your house where somebody has been baking vanilla something or other, a vanilla pie, a vanilla dish. But yes, this is a huge vanilla. I find this ultra masculine, like hyper masculine, just because of the amount of incense and amber and resin in it. 6, number 6, this is Vetiver and vanilla from Labo. Vetiver 46. This is dry roots, vetiver roots, smoke, incense, balm, and vanilla. The vanilla here is quite waxy. It is balmy and waxy and incensey, and it reminds me of like candle wax. Dark and moody. This is probably like on the softer side, but I do find this very, very masculine. And I love the vanilla in here. Soft and waxy and balmy. Let's put it, this is also quite spicy. Very spicy, piney. I get pine, woods, vetiver, root, dark green, leathery, but I love the vanilla in here. It's a bland vanilla. It's not sweet. It's not gourmandy. It's way more earthy. It's very earthy. Okay, number 5. This is, I mean, no surprise, Musk Ravageur. This is an oldie, but a goodie. This is amber and vanilla and musk. Quite spicy, animalic, dirty, you know, fun. It's that cinnamon bun. It's the dirty panties. It's, you know, it's just fun. It's fun. It's spicy and aromatic, and it's Musk Ravageur. I have always loved this. I wore this. I got a compliment on this last weekend. I wore this to a Christmas party. And I was debating wearing, you know, this and my number 4, but I went with this. But it is dirty, dirty, ambery, sensual, incensey. You know, it's like Shalimar reincarnated, kind of. But I find this more masculine than Shalimar. Yeah, I do. I find it more masculine. And number 4 is Francis Kirkdjian's Grand Soir. which is spicy, it is sweet, it is ambery, but also a huge vanilla in here. God, this is really good. This is resinous. I love the rubbery resins in here. I love the spice accord. Very spicy, very manly. Gorgeous. Tobacco. I get tobacco and amber and vanilla and benzoin. Kind of on the sweeter side. The base has a gourmand feel to it. There are times where I do want to like put my teeth into this. Not always, but there are times where it feels more gourmandy than others. And I imagine that's coming from that kind of rummy vanilla. This is rum and vanilla. Really nice vanilla. Okay, number 3, Celine's Black Tie. I do find this masculine. I find this a smoky vanilla, a camphorous vanilla. Almost like being out at the lake and being over a campfire, roasting marshmallows. To me, I find it quite marshmallow. The orris here is marshmallowy, soft and buttery. This is very buttery. It's leathery, smoky, patchouli, sensual as well. Very sensual, creamy, grown up, sophisticated, also very gourmandy, and very heavy cappy. Where did you go? She disappeared. They always disappear. There you go. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Spicy, leathery. You know, it's got that green galbanum, soft, creamy orris, powdery orris. It's just like these orris powders that you want to bite into, but a little bit makeup-y. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Black tie. I like a boozy vanilla. The vanilla here is very rich and deep and complex and full. It's very full, a bit boozy. Here's another boozy vanilla, and this is probably the highest quality vanilla on this list. This is Vanille Havanne, a boozy vanilla. This is vanilla, the pod. This is the vanilla, the fiber. You can smell vanilla fibers in here. Yeah, boozy, raisiny, smoky, leathery, spicy. Vanille Havanne, you know, the tobacco, but this is, I believe, you know, the richest vanilla. If you really want to make like a very deep eye contact with vanilla and really understand it, I would really recommend this Vanille Havanne. It's animalic, it's fun, it's full, it's ambery, it's churchy, it's smoky, you know, incensey. It reminds me of outdoor churches, you know, just smoke and incense and resin and stuff like that. Very ambery, very vanillic, but Vanille Havanne, always love this. And Antoine Lee. Thank you for this, Antoine Lee. Vanille Havanne, number 2. And number 1, my favorite masculine vanilla. And this is definitely testosterone laden. You should know how to use a wrench. You should have a Phillips screwdriver in your box. You should have a toolbox to wear this. I mean, it's not mandatory, but it is fitting. This is Fahrenheit Le Parfum Bourbon Vanilla. This has got everything that the OG Fahrenheit has, like all those sharp edges, the masculinity. It has, you know, the gasoline, the violet leaf vibe, the dirty hands working in the engine, the auto mechanic thing going on. But what really brings this together is that bourbon vanilla, the soft, round rum and vanilla is just like really kind of rounds this up, cozies it up, and softens up those hard edges from the original Fahrenheit. But this, I absolutely love this. I love wearing it. I love the way it makes me feel warm, safe, cozy, but it offers me the protection of the great perfume. You know, this is Fahrenheit Parfum. Wonderful, boozy vanilla, warm and rummy, licoricey. This might have a bit of raisin in it as well, but it's super balanced. All of these are really balanced in their own special way, but this is great. Love this. Fahrenheit Parfum, bourbon, vanilla. So there you go. These are my top 10 like masculine vanillas. So I hope you enjoyed these. I hope that you will let us know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer any of your questions. But also if you have your own recommendations, if you have own vanillas that you love and you want to share with those with us, I would love to hear those and discover those right alongside with you. So yeah, there you go. Favorite masculine vanillas. Maybe we'll do a softer vanilla video or something else. But yeah, thank you for watching. We will see you very soon.